And it's these racist ass white people and shit. And I'm not fucking white, bro. You know, and they like to do racist shit and be like, oh yeah, this is who this goes to. Hey, if you notice, you come to Glendale, AZ, and you notice all these white, red haired, freckled people, and you notice that I was the younger, and they are saying, fuck what this kid was going through, we're gonna give it to these white kids and shit. I'm not white. You ain't do shit for them. I ain't do shit for them. You know, I got my GED and been trying to work and all this shit, going through the same motherfucking years. Right? Went to Rockstar and asked them. I was like, "Hey, what's up? You're about to get a PlayStation 4. I would like to beta test it." Never received the beta test. Right? Going through some shit. Right? Motherfucking waking up. People talking about hey, you copywrote some shit. Well, we got it right over here, and we opened it up, and we're looking at it. Mm-mm. Well, if he's a black man, every time I call the postal inspector for anything, right? Hey, some brown people try to break into a mailbox, literally. Sorry, we didn't find anything. Yeah, somebody saying they got my mail. They opening the mailbox. Sorry, we didn't find anything. We don't know nothing. But yeah, tampering with the mail is a federal offense. You get up to 5 years in federal penitentiary, even by accident. I accidentally opened this letter. I didn't know it was theirs. And who you supposed to call the police? And they say we're police officers, and it's like, isn't it against the law to impersonate a police officer? It's like um, I had to create this sole proprietorship, right? It ain't shit. Boom. Then all of a sudden, I apply for government contracting. Boom. And I'm doing certain things, right? Working at facilities as a janitor. Boom, boom, boom. And then I get some money, and I turn it into something big, and I'm offering jobs, right? Oh, I franchise an Apple store, and I'm about to rent that one building, and it didn't go through right. It didn't go through. Bam. And everybody knows about it. Oh yeah, we waiting for a job, and then all of a sudden, didn't get the license. The city says sorry, we didn't need it. We're not gonna have it. You can't do it. They tell me that, right? The government's like, sorry, we're not gonna back you. You're not gonna be able to do it, and everything fell through, right? And then all of a sudden, all these people came in from another place. You promised us, blah blah blah, and just walk in and just started doing shit. You walked away. And then 2 years later, you get hit with a lawsuit from the city. Hey, we told you that this facility is not supposed to be open. You're not supposed to be here. That nobody's supposed to be here. Like, yeah, I know. If you notice, this door has been broken open, and proper paperwork is flown everywhere, telling people that it did not happen. It did not go through. Well, that's what's happening right now. Oh, we ain't do it for ourselves or ours. We wanted slave work in the field, hardcore labor at the construction site. You have to come to me, slide down if you want some money. Hey, pushover. Hey, there's a bunch of racist ass white people. Hey, black kid. Hey, here's black people. Hey, we got our own belief systems about people, and hey, we work with y'all. Hey, we know they ain't gonna help you. Boom, present day shit like that. Oh, then you become something, and hey, this is productive. Hey, that's ours. Didn't do it, didn't help you, didn't go for it. Somebody else already did. We just knock you over the head. It's ours. And then they could have got away with it, right? Well, no, I'm not saying that, right? Because they're like, hey, well, if we're the police, you got to come to us. If we're working at the city council, you got to come to us. We're all jeering you and clowning. We know that you have it. It's yours. We auctioned it off. Hey, we're over there saying that we're the police working at these dispensaries, and we're selling something that is not marijuana. This is not hemp. Hey, we got a UA. Hey, what they say with spice. We're going to try to find a UA for spice. Oh, they got it. Switch this herb shit to UA for spice. All they sell is spice. Oh, you just smoked some shit, didn't smell like weed, didn't feel like weed, it just had a stinky smell. You took a litmus paper, you waited a couple weeks, you dipped your piss in it, you passed the test. You went down to the local convenience store, you bought a house UA, you pissed in it, you passed the test. Nobody knows this. You documented, you put it online, all that shit. You walk into the UA office, you piss in the cup, and they tell you you violated because you're dirty. But they use the exact same test you use. Then in court, they show that you had this level of marijuana in your system. Then, as your evidence, you show them your whole weekly span. Had my card, got my card, got in some beef with him. He said, UAs, boom. I smoked this stuff. I wait a day, a week. I got 5 UAs. Every one of them I passed. The last one is before I came. I pissed in that. It passed. Go down there, turn off my camera. We walk in on that day, come out, violated. I'm in court for marijuana. This is not marijuana. How did I come up dirty for marijuana? Well, because whatever you came up dirty with, we just put that as marijuana. Just like there ain't no problem, ain't nobody harassing you. But if you was driving, you ticket, ticket. Sort of like driving for the cab, getting an accident, and the other person with no registration, no paperwork, no deportation, no nothing, no registration, shouldn't be on the road, no insurance, no paperwork, not a citizen, gets to go home. You get the ticket. Oh, no ICE pulls up, no nothing. You get the ticket. Not, hey, thank you. This guy could have got away. He ain't supposed to be here. You have to explain the car. We're going to let you go. It was like, hey, you don't have paper, registration, get that taken care of. Get out of here. You did not yield for this turn. Boom. Ticket. There's a process. And in this process, for some reason, somebody must be working there that's foreigner because they're sympathizers, right? So in this process, when it's time to make opinions and definitions, certain people's free to do what they want. While, hey, this is not our rules and laws and regulations. This is for when the people do it. And the people is them, not these people over here working. So we're not applying these laws to these people. Hey, you're a citizen. Ugh. You both just walked into a store and you stole. Oh, hey, you get gone. Hey, you're a citizen. Ticket. Record. Not no citizen dominion media. You got caught stealing. Boom. You got caught harassing. Boom. Sexually harassing. Boom. You know what I mean? Citizen dominion media. You're not from here, but you got every right to get charged, put in jail, registry, probation, parole, and blah blah blah, depending on the crime and shit, right? Then you'll get hectic, right? If it was like on the run, right? Hey, I'm from this other country. I'm on the run for this sick shit. Been hiding out in your country for years and just got pulled over by the cops. How did I make it home and nobody else did? And all he had to do was be like, hey, I'm here 2 years working. Boom. Everybody else got ID, get out. And the only way they find out is the dude's camera's on, right? Leaned over, seen him. Right. I'm pretty sure if it ain't on their quota, they ain't got to do it, right? You know, just like when I took the criminology 101, and what I was reading is basically like, you know, they have certain uniform codes, right? Uniform codes. Certain things happen. They can only do it for a certain amount of time. Hey, you become a cop, you ain't got the right to just bust people for traffic violations, right? You got a quota. You got to bust a certain amount of people, minority, whatever the fuck, which is white people and everybody. Boom, 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 and then that's it. Or you could lose your job, right? That's just some weird shit, right? I mean, I don't like to hear, hey, this off duty officer that wasn't on duty did this and had the right to do it off duty. And then the contradiction happens when somebody's on duty but can't do this, oh, without certain factors being involved, or has the right to do it and just doesn't. Hey, like if that actually did happen, hey, you can go. You, on the other hand, you're a citizen. You got more. You're going to jail. You know how that gets and shit. Then after criminology 101, oh, financial aid stopped. Oh. So then I go for criminology 102, right? I had to find out why this shit is happening. Why? Why? Then I started getting it after the uniform reports. Why I got the busy signal. Why I got the busy signal. While after all the busy signals is done, it quiets down and it turns into a regular ass place, area. Then as soon as something happens, somebody catches it and they call 6 times, it starts up again. Screaming babies, people talking nasty, people on some bullshit. As soon as the quota system goes back to normal, it's quiet as fuck. And they're waiting for somebody else to do something 6 times. Then whatever they find out they did, they do that exact same crime, right? Because they don't want the FBI to get involved, jurisdiction wise. But then it's kind of even more fucked up if police are the peace officers and the FBI is the police. MLK tape, they talking about they're the police. They're the police. Now, if these are the police, we gonna set people up and do what we want and have all this stuff. Then, ready to set your ass up. You SOL now. Which would be what, the DEA? Started that out here. Task force. This is when, hey, federal people were doing stuff and there was no FBI whatsoever. Hey, task force, DEA, SWAT, all this makes it your jurisdiction. You have the training to do the exact same motherfucking shit. And it's all good until it's like, aha, well, that one person paycheck is gone. Guess that leaves me as the boss. And you know how weird it gets when it's like, boom, I'm black. Ugh, I'm the boss. Right? Then the contradiction is, boom, I'm white. I'm the boss. Let's get rid of this black guy. And then the other contradiction is, boom, I'm black. I'm the next one in line. I'm the boss. Ugh, I feel comfortable around you white people. I don't want to hire no black people. Right, let me switch subject to it. Fast food and shit. I could have sworn there wasn't no fast food around this motherfucker and shit. A couple of moms and pop shops. And then the fast food cracked and shit. So let's get on with the future, right? So now I'm trying to get a job in fast food. And I get told constantly at 16, you don't speak Spanish, you ain't gonna get a job here because we usually sell to people who speak Spanish. Then when I did get this job right up the street from where I stayed, they sent me to the south side. And on the south side, the bus at the time stopped running at 7 o'clock. And I'm on top of a mountain, and I noticed that the buses stop running at 7, and I get off of work exactly at 7:05. While somebody who stays in the same house, roommate, goes to the same place after me, gets hired on, and gets hired on there because the roommate is Spanish looking. Now I don't have no way to get a ride, have no one to call. Just got off of work when the last bus drove off. I got 22 motherfucking miles to walk home. Just started working. I gotta wait 3 weeks to get a paycheck. Then once I get home, I find out from my friend, where you been at, man? It's fucking 12 o'clock at night. I gotta be at work in 3 hours or 5 hours and shit. And I'm a heavy sleeper. I'll tell you tomorrow and shit, right? So she finds out what really went down after you bitching about it. Fall asleep. You wake up, it's 7 o'clock the next day. You no longer have a job. Now she comes home and she's like, "Oh yeah, you lazy. You ain't got no job." I was like, what do you do? What do you do?" And she's like, "I work at the shop that you should have been working at." Yeah, I put out an application and got hired, and they sent me to the south side. Now I lost my job because I just woke up today and the next day from walking from the south side. That's weird because the day after you got hired, I went up there and applied, and they hired me on the spot at that same restaurant. And you know I don't speak Spanish. Then some time passes. Then the crew is all Spanish like. Then they got black people. But these black people ain't black people. They Spanish black people. Huh? Just came from Puerto Rico, dark skinned. Them niggers. Just came from El Salvador, the N word. Just came from the Caribbean, Spanish Caribbean, N word, speak perfect Spanish. Right? And then 3 years later, what did they do? Hey, because they was on some same shit. No, we don't speak Spanish, you ain't get no job. Hey, we don't want you here at the school, you got kicked out. For what? Because we didn't want you here. You ain't trying to be fucking, or nobody's trying to be fucking. Oh, we setting you up. We want you to be the upside. We want you to be the thug. We want you to do drugs. We want you to do this. Be in jail, get out of our face. Didn't know why. Amnesiatic. All I know is what they taught me so far. And what I got from amnesia is swollen face, abuse, neglect. Then I get out in the block and I get the exact same shit. And then come to find out years later, everybody knew each other and they all cool with each other. Then as time changes, you get reminded on who these people are too. And who are these people to you? Nothing. Ain't shit to you. Strange delusional reality of your kids. Everybody in the 80s was talking about vasectomies and afraid what Canadians would do to their kids and other people from other countries, right? There's a reason females don't go and serve because what the people from other countries would deliberately target the females. Because that's your legacy. And they'll notice, hey, there's 755 females. There's 10 million people in the armed forces all together, and half is females, right? And half the females see in combat. Most of them is fucked up now, but the guys are still all right. Why? Because they'll be like, okay, you're a male, you're a woman, you're going to be the incubator, you're going to be taking this and making raisins. We're going to target you. You're not here. You're not going to be able to give it. We're going to trick you and you don't have it. Then we're going to bombard your countries and your states with people from our countries and our states who we don't allow to do this shit for spawning or sprawling reasons. And then next thing you know, hey, freedom, protest, all this shit as time goes on. Everybody tubes tied, vasectomies. Then all these people pop in from another state and country telling y'all to get the fuck up, move on. You helped us. Oh well. We is trying to produce and produce and produce. All right? And then it's clapping. Hey, it's the American way and shit. But this is the problem. Hey, we're not citizens, we're just here to do that. How do you know we're not citizens? Because we're not saying Viva the USA, we're saying Viva the place we're from. Hey, we'll say Viva the USA and go over there, change some shit, and be like, up, it happened, boom, our country, ooh. Right? And it was like, oh yeah, somehow this one person is that. All right? I'm a kid, I'm emancipated, I have a right to earn some money. Applied for many jobs, many positions, wherever I can get, however I can get. Hey, I'm not going to apply for this job, I'm going to apply for this job underneath. Then chain of command happens and everybody's coming up missing and dead because we don't have security, nobody can watch, speculation ain't fair, and you don't have a security camera and you don't have any proof that I did that. Or worse, hey, we're not from this country and we get sent back, we're gonna get a parade and some motherfucking love and right. And where are all those people at? course, you want to think, oh, they're over in Canada, they're in some other place. We ain't over there. We don't know. And we get over there, and it's like, hey, you just see their kids. Where they at? You know, people sit there, mimic them, know them, and then put on face masks, right? And act like it, right? Kimpo lesson, and they show me karate. Then my cousin take off to go get his Don shit. Then somebody pulls up in my cousin's mask and beats the shit out of me. I press charges. They put my cousin in jail. This person rolls around acting like my cousin. Cousin's about to get out of jail. Places this person hired and got for him, he starts taking copper and shit of value to try to get some money back. The type of person to be like, bam, this is what I did for you. I want you to continue. So you don't see these people anymore. You don't know where the fuck they are. They could be hidden. We've seen them in some movie hiding, shot dead, hanging. They make up some fucked up story. You see their kids, right? These people didn't have vasectomies. They got balls that work. They got eggs that work. They died. We don't see them again. They're considered not citizens, but then their kids pop up claiming shit is theirs that way. Hey, if I say, then you gonna believe me. That's right, I believe you. Hey, now we're in another place where it's playing totally different. I'm gonna bring the person that believes me, and I'm gonna tell him, hey, this is my house. Well, I believe you. Well, let's get rid of this person. Right? What's the catch 22? Oh yeah, well, I don't like you. You just this gullible sucker. Boom. After we got rid of all these neighborhoods, boom. Then I went and called the cops and said, hey, I need some asylum. We got some Canadians over here killing people. I know who, and I'll testify. And some time later, hey, got a badge. Hey, 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 hey. But you don't see a change. You just see more people. And to him, this is change because these is his people. And I could already bet what Criminology 102 is about. This is the basics of a textbook. Hey, topic, main sentence, idea, supporting information. At the end of the book, a conclusion. What does tape two do? Refutes everything number one says to get paper, right? It just refutes everything and why. Boom. Number three, conclusion, how we get paid for this. Now, number three refutes number one and also refutes number two, but gets the back of number two to refute number one. Ugh. The conclusion happens, and this is how we get paid. Then we mint it. And then other people said, hey, all right, cool. We just figured out something else. I'm going to write up a book real quick. Boom. Criminology 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And just like a university, hey, you have to purchase the book and you have to read it. Hey, say I wrote it. And my assumptions are always wrong. Hey, you have to purchase the book and you have to read it. Now I have a whole bunch of mindless ass idiots who believe me. Very respectable. And what they do seems to neglect the Constitution, their rights to do this, and their rights to do anything. But the person who wrote it up knew it because they're intelligent and they're taught this shit since they're kids. While over here it's like, do you want to be like that? I ain't got to teach you shit. I don't give a fuck if you don't know how to get out of court. I want you to sit in the penitentiary and take that charge for the rest of your damn life. And it's the same game. Well, I'm tired of seeing this person. Let's get rid of them. Do you get jailed? It went from I'm tired of you fucking up and doing shit you want to do and putting you in jail to I just don't like the person. And then we know how to mint it where it's a tent alone. All those people that's claiming to be police. And how many people out of that whole group said, yeah, that person did it, that person did it. Well, you're asking me, right? In the past when they were showing my shit. Oh yeah, a cop will pull up on somebody and they'll be like, why is you showing us that? Because y'all's cops. He couldn't do it to the regular ass people of the public. No. You're violating my privacy. But you guys are cops. And he must know that y'all been telling people y'all cops. So he pulled up on you and showed you this stuff. Hey. But yet to everybody else, you're not a cop. You're just a thug. You're just a gangbanger. You just represented. Went from we don't need this to we got to act like this in order for us to catch these people. And what is the gang? Oh, no, you know, act, force. Just to find out, oh, you're calling the FBI, you're in adult protection, and these people are, hey, what's up? Get on witness protection, and they pick your ass up and put you in a house next to you, and these are the same people that got you to go and get on protection, right? Like they trick somebody to get on protection, their protection. Hey, we had to trick your ass, and now we get a adoption check for 6 months holding your ass. Ugh. Oh, created something that we got to make sure it happens, minted it. Unlike, hey, I noticed this fraud ain't here. Here, let me commit this, commit this, commit this, commit this, commit this. It's not on the books. It's not on the books. Well, fuck it, we put it on the books. Great, because I got this whole group of people that's down to go and find people that do exactly that. It's called IRS. You get internal, right? Internal. This is external, outside, external. This is not the external revenue service. It's the internal revenue service. It's the difference between internal and external. External, hey, we're on the outside. I'm a revenue service on the outside, wondering what you're doing with your money. Hey, how you doing? What's up? I understand something, right? I see you at the store. I'm just seeing what you're doing with the money. Hey, I'm checking this shit. Hey, 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 hey. You just left the house with $1.20. Where did you get $5 from? Then once you deposit that $5, it gets internal. Ugh. So you get that with the whole witness protection. Let's say somebody pops up and starts tossing $10,000 to people, go murder people. A couple ounces of cocaine, some weed. But the people he like got the weed, less charges. People he don't like got the cocaine. And the people with the 10 that's gullible is willing to do it. We hope you do it so we can bust you. Then we gonna get you for that too. And then somewhere in the future, hey, what's up, usury? One of the agents gave you $10,000 and you didn't report that on your taxes. And you start getting why people was starting to get intelligent. No, I'm not gonna take that. I'll take 5, 200, 300.
and then hit you up later on. Where's the other money at? Well, that's the game. That's how people trick people into doing it. We're bored, nothing to do. If they do something, we got something to do. Hey, we don't like you. Here, we don't like you. You're not helping us out. It's like, what do you mean? It's like you're sitting around not doing shit while these people that we are gonna flip in the future to become, because they already are, but you don't know that them cats there, they're out there doing the dirt, helping us out. Hey, I just went out there, committed a robbery. The cops got called. They over there. They gotta find me. While yourself is just sitting around bitching about it. You bitching and complaining. They out doing the dirt somewhere in the future. They like, hey, the reason we came to help you, I got a paycheck every time you messed up. Boom. Here goes a fake badge or a real badge. Now you can do what you want. Then the options start happening. Who gonna kill this one? We looking for somebody to murk this one. Literally kill him. He doesn't deserve to live, die, or breathe. Hey, I should know. But there was a contract there. The contract stated you do this work this way, the correct way, you get paid. People change that. Oh, well, that's the person supposed to say. And his mental state is 14, and he's supposed to be 16, 17. Huh? Hell yeah, we gonna get these new cars, new whips, everything, right? Even if you raise the taxes, raise the minimum wage to $12 an hour in the 80s, you still ain't got enough money to do what the fuck you want to do. Because everything is adjusted equally. So as the prices of shit rises, the pay rises. So it could be exactly how it was in the 80s. $3.25, 19 cents. And then everything else is just interest, right? Ugh. Like it was 19 cents in 1984. It is now 19 cents now. But the way we read it, when we do the calculations, this is 19,455. Just like if you watch the addendum and find out, hey, we got a $10,000 bond that just turned into $10 million over nothing, just off of hearsay alone. So that means you're walking around with $6 in your pocket. You actually got $16,492 off your thought and say so alone, right? And if people was into that bartering situation, it's like, yeah, you see a 5 spot, but this is actually $500 breaking my chain.